Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking CLARESSA Shields, we're talking Papoose, we're talking Remy Ma. I gotta say this, right? It's BET Awards, so we're seeing a lot of, black celebrities, black entertainers, black reality stars, black influencers, the whole nine, right? Everybody is in Los Angeles, right, for the BET Awards. So CLARESSA Shields has been doing some interviews. She has one coming up with Nene Leakes, because I saw Nene Leakes in her, I saw her post one for Nene or whatever. And I have some questions, y'all. I have some concerns. And I've been have concerns. I want to say this for the record, right? It's not personal. It's not about like or dislike of Remy Ma or Papoose or whatever else, right? Here's the thing. This is just on principle. This is just on morals and values. This is just on standards. And to an extent, experience, right? Whether it's my experience or somebody I know experience, right? Whether it's family, friends, whoever, right? Until a married man is single, until a married man is legally divorced, I don't care what type of foolishness. I don't care. Because here is what I have learned. Here is what I've observed the whole nine, y'all. I don't care if the man says that he's no longer sleeping with his wife. I don't care if the man says that he is sleeping on the couch. I don't care if the man says that he's got an apartment. Especially when there's kids involved. I don't care. I don't even care if you filed for divorce, Papoose, that you finally filed for a divorce. Until that divorce is final, y'all still married to me. Y'all still married to me. Because here's what happens, y'all. The married man in the situation is going to paint the picture of how horrible the wife is, right? And from what it sounds like in Remy Ma and Papoose's marriage, the cheating was not a deal breaker for them. Because Remy Ma's alleging that Papoose was out here still allegedly hooking up with people and spending her money while she was in jail, while she was locked up. And when she got out of jail, she was beating up baby mamas, right? She was beating up baby mamas on Thanksgiving, right? So you're trying to go over there and eat some turkey, some mac and cheese, and some dressing, and you got Remy Ma out here knocking nephew bucket. No. So she already knew and chose to stay with Papoose, right? And they chose to ride this thing out, right? So Papoose is not as innocent as people want to think he is. He's just quiet. He's just a quiet dude, right? But those are ones you need to be concerned about because he could be a menace behind the scenes. So nonetheless, everything escalates. Remy Ma's the one that exposed Papoose and CLARESSA Shields. But y'all keep ignoring what she exposed. She said at the end of last year when she aired them out, because Papoose at the time was still sleeping on her couch, she was trying to get Papoose out of her house. This entire time, because allegedly him and CLARESSA Shields have been together since August of 2024 or something like that. She said that she financially is done because she was helping out Papoose, she was helping out his family, she was helping out all these people, and her thing is, how is it that you're my manager, you're already taking a cut off of anything I do, whether it's bookings or any of this? I paid $1 million for this house cash. No mortgage, no down payment, I paid for the whole house, right? You're living off of me, and I am paying you as my manager, and you can't even contribute to the bills. And the bills you claim you are supposed to be contributing to, like the utilities, you owe me money for that. And you allegedly are so broke that you're allegedly taking my jewelry and going to the pawn shop. And all my jewelry is real. All my jewelry is insured. So that is why Remy Ma is done. Because financially, it was a zero benefit at this point to continue the foolishness with Papoose. Trying to hype him up, make him seem elevated more than what he was, making it seem like he brought her that fancy car and everything else, and Remy Ma said she bought it. But to make him look like he was somebody, she did all that, right? And so I see CLARESSA Shields hyping Papoose up, and I'm confused as far as what does he have going on, really? Because I feel like this is going to be another Remy Ma situation in that he is latching on to the new hot thing that can fight, right? He's got a type. He likes women who can fight and is willing to go to jail. Upon that, willing to fight, willing to pow, or whatever. You got a type, Papoose, right? But Remy Ma, I paid attention to what she said, and what incentive does she have to lie when she's moved on well before, well, we don't, that's the thing too, we don't know who moved on first. We just know publicly Remy Ma's tea got put out there first, right? So technically we don't know, right? But when she exposed Papoose on the couch, falling asleep on the phone with CLARESSA Shields, right? And there was text messages exposed and everything else. Remy Ma said, "You're not the only girl that Papoose is dealing with. Papoose has got a roster of women." See, nobody wants to talk about that, right? But I want to wrap this up in a bow. I want to wrap all this in a bow to give y'all a context as to why I'm not interested in Papoose as CLARESSA Shields as a couple. I like CLARESSA Shields as a boxer. I hope she's successful. But her attaching her brand, her making Papoose her entire identity, her entire existence is cringeworthy. And I am surprised more people are not calling it out. It's very disturbing. It's cringe. So she said she's hyping Papoose up like a celebrity in this one interview, right? She says that they're celebrating a 1-year anniversary. How do you celebrate a 1-year anniversary to a man who's married to somebody else? Can y'all make it make sense? He's got an anniversary with Remy Ma. Their daughter just had a kindergarten graduation, I believe. Like, what are we doing? How can you have an anniversary with somebody who's married to somebody else? And again, we are aware that Remy Ma has moved on. We are aware Remy Ma's got a boyfriend, right? We're not living in Delulu. But my thing is, what are we doing? It goes on both ends, right? The dude that's hyping up Remy Ma, he was doing the most for her birthday and everything else, and Remy Ma wanted to put out there, this is my man, my man, my man. But listen, you're still married too. So as long as you and Papoose are still married, I can't, at any point in time, and this is what I'm saying, all Remy Ma has to do with Papoose is tell Papoose she wants him back and he'll come running. She's the one that put his clothes out on the street. She's the one that kicked him out and aired him out and exposed him. He was forced to get that empty apartment with no furniture and everything else because he couldn't stay there anymore. But you're celebrating CLARESSA Shields' 1-year anniversary, I presume in August, with a man who is still legally married this entire time to another woman. Make it make sense. And again, I have not heard anything about any divorce proceedings or any court hearings or anything that says the divorce is final. All we heard is that papers were finally filed, right? And again, then CLARESSA, for whatever reason, wants to bring up the SEX life and wanted to discuss what their SEX life was like, right? Listen, if that's your thing and you want to air all of that out, child. So she's talking about, basically what it sounded like to me is Papoose only sees her when it's not within that 4 to 6 week window in which she has to prep for a fight, that she doesn't have sex that 4 to 6 week window before a fight. So that would mean Her next fight is what? In July 26th? So probably around June 26th, we're probably not going to see much of Papoose, right? Because basically, according to her, Papoose only comes around when he knows he's getting some. When he knows that they're going to have sex. Otherwise, he's going to be doing his own thing. That's why Claressa said in that Breakfast Club interview, she says she spends a lot of time with him on the phone or on FaceTime. And that is because if she's training or in a fight or he's busy with his harem, he's not getting any from her. So he's getting it from somewhere. He's getting it from somewhere. If what Remy Ma is saying is true, that he's got a harem. And I believe her because, I mean, she's been with this dude for a couple of decades. She knows her husband better than you do, Claressa. You've only been a year in. So y'all still in that honeymoon phase where he's just going to bash Remy to you all day. And you're going to think Remy Ma is so horrible and all this and all of that, but she was giving you a free game on how Papoose moves. And you weren't hearing it, right? You weren't hearing it. You were too busy trying to prove something. And then you made this comment that you're not getting hate. No. There's a lot of people who are not feeling this, right? And the thing is, they either are not saying it out of respect for you, so they're not telling you the truth, or they, they don't want to muddy the waters, right? They don't want to muddy the relationship because a lot of the people were close with Remy Ma and Papoose. For decades, all these people in the industry know it is Remy Ma and Papoose. So they're not going to publicly say, I'm against this union. This is disrespectful to Remy Ma. They're not going to do that. Even DJ Envy, DJ Envy and Charlemagne, they were mute on Remy Ma because they said, listen, these are personal friends of ours. We know Remy's solid. We know Pop is solid, right? And they didn't like the marriage issues that they've got going on because they've been around them for years. They're all New York. They're all New Yorkers, right? So nonetheless, it's an awkward situation. And deep down, you want me to keep it real with you, Claressa Shields? Deep down, there's people who still want Remy and Pop to get back together. Even after all this foolishness, there are still people who are rooting for Remy Ma and Papoose to get back together. So nonetheless, you're coming in barely a year in, and thinking that you got all this on lock. And I'm here to tell you, this is not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Even if Papoose ends up finalizing the divorce with Remy Ma, I don't think this is going to go the way you think it's going to go. And my thing is this, you bragged about all these alleged dudes, all these alleged celebrities that be in your DMs and all this and that are rich, that got money, that got success, and Papoose is the best that you can do. Like I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird, right? And unless this is PR, unless this is fake news, unless y'all just using Papoose and Remy Ma to push and promote yourself, I don't understand any benefit of being with Papoose. Of all these men that are in this industry, you are with a married man when it's all said and done. And I just don't understand it. And once again, we're not talking about your upcoming fight. We're not talking about whatever stuff you got going on outside of boxing. All we are talking about is this relationship with Papoose. A relationship with a married man. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.